Today, we're going to talk about how to unleash your inner boutique entrepreneur. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. This journey is going to help you uncover the core of your boutique vision. And so the first piece of that is discovering your why. So having a business, let's talk about this. Having a business is challenging, right? Or everybody would do it. So it's really super important for you to take a minute and think about why you want to do this. We're all motivated by different things. Some of us money, some we're doing it, in memory. I just read someone's doing theirs in memory of their mother. So everyone has their reasons, and that's called your why. And so then the next step that we're going to talk about is the who and the what. So how to identify your niche. You want to pick a niche that you can resonate with. So let's say, for example, we have several ladies actually that decided to do plus sizes because they used to wear plus sizes, or they currently wear, or they understand that plus sizes are hard for ladies to find. There are other people that do their boutique niche based on, maybe children. We have a client right now. She owns a childcare center, and so she's always with children, and so she identified her niche as children. So the next step, the next piece of this little training today is to figure out what is your niche. I don't recommend being a one-stop shop. That is the kiss of death with an online business. It is not possible for you to be everything to everyone because you are not Walmart. There is a lot more involved in being successful, the more niches that you have. So I recommend just picking one, women, children, or men, to initially dive into. It's okay to have a second one, but just realize that you're not going to have enough time and energy to focus on two at once, probably, and do them effectively. So once you get your niche identified, you want to focus on crafting a brand that's going to resonate with the people that you're trying to build a relationship with. This is a relationship business, and that is how you succeed when you have an online boutique, because people can't just walk in and talk to you, right? Because you're online. So you have to build relationships. And one of the most important things is building your brand identity. The basics of branding consists of your name, your logo, your color scheme. So you have to have those nailed down. And it's okay if your colors are black and white, for example, but you need to take a minute and write that down. What do you have for possible names? You don't have to figure out your logo, but maybe jot some notes down about what type of logo do you want? Because, there's so many options, right? So just think about that, make some notes. You don't have to get everything figured out today, right now. And then color scheme, think about, what colors do you like? You'll notice that Maria and I do pink all over the place. That is something that first of all, I love looking at sales material and marketing materials that are pink. I'm just drawn to them personally. And we've done a lot of testing over the years and found that our audience is also drawn to that color. So color is really important. Think about if our stuff was a different color, would you have been drawn to click on it and sign up for this workshop? So that's how important color is. So I just want you to take a few minutes, think about that. Again, you don't have to have it all figured out right now. So your compelling brand needs to have compelling offerings and products, right? So let's dive into selecting your product range. So again, we go back to all the things that we've determined before this, right? We've talked about your why. We've talked about your niche briefly. We've talked about your brand identity. All of that needs to be done before you start figuring out products. Does that make sense? So you can't figure out products if you don't know who you're selling to, right? So all the big companies, all the big boutiques out there, they all know exactly who their customer is. You don't just add products to your inventory and hope for the best. If you want to be successful, you can do that, but your chances of failure are very, very high if you don't know who you're selling to. So you need to choose products that will resonate with the people that you're selling to, that you've chosen in your niche, right? And so there's several different options and ways to get products. That's going to be in a different training. But for right now, just write down a couple of things. You figured out a few things about your niche a few minutes ago. So what are the top 3 products that you could sell to that niche? So if you picked women, for example, what are 3 products? If you had to pick anything, what 3 products would you add to your website first? Because if you want to be successful, you have to be focused. So for example, women, I would suggest tops, dresses, and accessories. Those are the top 3 selling categories to women. So does that mean that you can't have other products that your niche will also like? No, but that means you need to keep your main focus on those 3 initial product categories.